What's going on, everyone? So there's all this talk about Luka Doncic and his potential extension, right? He can't even sign it till the beginning of August. So we're still, a couple weeks away, 2.5, 3 weeks away from when he can actually sign that extension. But he's going to be in Europe, right? He's going to be playing Eurobasket, which he's probably not going to sign the extension until after that is done. And that runs through late August all the way to early September. So we might not get word of him actually signing that extension until right before training camp potentially, or right before the season begins. Right? There's all this buzz generated. There's all this talk about Lakers are stressed. And why would they be stressed about something, one, that they can't even worry themselves with for another month at least, right? And potentially longer. Because again, if Luka's like, hey, I'm not going to deal with any of that stuff until then, or his agent's like, he's not going to do any of that stuff until then, right? Then, again, why would you stress about it until you actually can? Till Luka's in the building and you can actually sit down and have those conversations. And who's to say he hasn't already told the Lakers that he's going to sign it? How do we know his agent wasn't like, hey, his agent has already done maneuvering to go and help Luka on the Lakers. Why would he now go, oh, he's not going to sign an extension? First off, and look, maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before it happens, right? Maybe Luka doesn't sign the extension. Maybe Luka leaves next year in free agency. I would be very surprised if that happens. It just, again, is he going to leave potentially more money on the table? Is he going to, if he goes and signs that extension with the Lakers, it's going to be a 3-year extension with an opt-out option, in which then now he can go and get a new contract and get a higher percentage of the cap rate and end up, that he lost from the trade from Dallas. I just don't think he's going to get traded to the Lakers and then now be like, oh, you know what, I'm going to get out of here a year later. Right? I just don't think that that's going to happen. He already has LeBron James and DeAndre Ayton, and his agent has been working to try to get all, the signs point to he's going to do it. Now, after the extension, right? So Lakers could potentially only have him for 3 more years, right? He play this year, then he'll have the 2 years, and then he'll have the opt-out year, right? If the Lakers haven't done what they're supposed to do, then yes, I could see Luka being like, you know what, it's time for me to go, get me out of here, right? And end up going to a team, especially if the Lakers haven't won a championship or they're not a contender, then yes, I could see him potentially leaving. But I think Luka's going to give them the chance and the opportunity to see what they can do. Luka loves, all he's done is sung praise about LeBron James and how much he loves LeBron and how excited he is to play with them. He's on Mind the Game. He's doing all this stuff. I think Luka wants to play with LeBron for a season, right? Whatever ends up, I don't think LeBron's leaving. I don't think he ends up, but whatever happens, ends up happening, right? We have no say. We have no control. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's on LeBron's mind, but LeBron's best chance might be with Luka. Luka's the exact type of player that LeBron has been begging for since. That's why we traded for Russell Westbrook, because he wanted to play more off ball and he didn't want to have the ball in his hands. He didn't want all the point guard responsibilities. And why him and Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook went to AD's house and talked about teaming up, and AD said he'd play the 5 and all this stuff, right? Again, there's reports about it. You can read them. I've made entire deep dive videos about it, right? My point is that you finally got that guy. You finally got the clear-cut number 1 option, right? Which LeBron was begging Anthony Davis to be, and he just never really took that mantle. Right? Luka is probably the best thing that could have happened for LeBron James, honestly, right? Because it takes the pressure off of LeBron. Luka now gets to go and be the guy. LeBron James gets to play more off ball. You already see Steve Nash praising LeBron, and LeBron's hyping up Luka and all this stuff. I just don't see that happening. And then LeBron's going to be like, okay, I'm out of here. And then Luka's going to be like, I'm out of no, I think they want to see how this goes for at least this season, and then they'll figure it out. But that's also why the Lakers want to kind of keep the flexibility, right? Because the Lakers want to, they know we probably got LeBron for 1, maybe at most 2 more years. That's why originally you heard the 2026, they wanted to preserve cap space, and then it moved to 2027, probably because Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. was the only option that made sense, and now he's off the market. But even then, the likelihood that the Lakers are actually going to sign somebody is very slim, especially with the new CBA and the era we're in. Right? These stars, what they want to do is they want to sign, get the guaranteed money, and then request the trade. Right? I'm going to go sign my Supermax, and then in 2 years, then I'll be like, hey, get me out of here. Right? And give the team a chance, and I get my money, and everyone's happy, and then mosey my way on out, right? Like, that's how this is probably going to play out. Like, is Giannis really going to hit the open market? Probably not. Is Nikola Jokic going to hit the open market? Probably not. So Lakers are probably going to have to do what they need to do regardless. But I do understand not wanting to be tied up long term, right? Because if the LeBron does leave, then it'd be nice to kind of have the flexibility to make and maneuver however you want. Like, let's say DeAndre Ayton ends up balling out, right? Okay, well, now you can pay him. You do that. Right? If Austin Reeves doesn't work out, well, then you figure out him, right? A Dude Thero ends up becoming that, like, legit 3-and-D wing guy. It's like, okay, let's extend it. Like, you kind of go through the motions and you kind of see what develops. And if none of it works, then you can kind of get off and retool around Luka for a year. But the risk is then he'll be able to enter free agency again, right? So Lakers, I don't see the pressure right now for the Lakers. I don't. I think the Lakers are fine. I think Luka's going to sign that extension. I don't think he's going to leave. Right? He's already talked about, wanting to stay with the Lakers and win multiple championships. Now, that could have very well been the PC answer, and he's just, trying to show face and whatnot. But again, I think more likely than not, he's going to sign the extension, and then that'll give the Lakers time to figure it out. I don't think that there's any stretch. I don't think there's anything. I think that the Lakers, they know he's going to be playing overseas, right? He's already working out. He's already doing all that stuff. He was just at the Jordan Brand party. He looks slim. He looks all ready to go. And then, now he's going to go and jump into that. And Eurobasket begins August 27th. And the tournament could last until September 14th, depending on how far Slovenia advances, right? If they lose early, then it could be sooner. But, look, there's a potential that he's not back with the Lakers until, the end of September, right? Literally, a week or two before training camp. So it'll be interesting to see how that kind of plays out for Luka and the Lakers, right? You almost kind of want Luka to lose sooner rather than later. Get some reps, get some games, but that way he can come back and get some rest before jumping into training camp and all that stuff. That's why he's kind of, not done training camps and stuff. But he needs to do it for the Lakers this year because you're trying to build something here, trying to create something, right? You're trying to learn how to play alongside LeBron James and Austin Reeves and all that stuff. I don't necessarily think I think he'll probably finish the Euro Cup before he does anything. And I think when he gets back, he'll end up signing. Like I said, the Lakers might already know what is going to happen. Lakers might already have their answer. Right? I just think it's funny, this narrative. It's just okay, if it's not LeBron, it's Luka that's leaving. It's and then they're both going to stay, and then everyone's going to be like, rats. It's just, I don't know. It's a little ridiculous to me. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. It's me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.